Hey everyone, you're welcome to my life. If you're passing by, you can stop by to benefit from what we're about to discuss today. So, you're welcome to my life. Welcome to my life. Today, we just want to talk further on what we talked about yesterday, which is the temperament and the four types of temperament that we talked about. So, today we are going to be looking at the difference between temperament and personality. You're welcome to my life. Please indicate in the comment section who you are, please. You're welcome to my life. So yesterday we talked about the temperament and the four types of temperament, and I also explained what it meant. Hello, mommy. You're welcome to my life. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate. Thank you. So today there is a question that popped up like temperament and personality. What is the difference between both? Because if we are saying a choleric person is a bossy person, does that mean that thing or being bossy is the person's personality? Let's check it out as we go. So we'll get to know more about temperament and personality. So today I want to expatiate more on them. I mentioned the four types of temperament we have, which is the choleric, the sanguine, the melancholic, and the phlegmatic. Sorry about that. Yesterday I was pronouncing it as phlegmatic. It's not phlegmatic, it's phlegmatic. So it's classified into four. Now I want to differentiate both for you between temperament and personality. Your temperament is something that is inborn. You are born with it and you cannot change it. No matter what you face in life, it's something that comes underneath. It doesn't change. It's inborn. It's an inborn character. Even newborn babies have temperament. And I will tell you one about it. You're welcome to my life, Joy Tales. God bless you for joining in. So today, temperament. Sorry, I want to use my baby as an example. Sometimes I know my baby likes to go out. It will just say, Mommy, let's go out. Let's go out. I'll be like, this baby is an outgoing baby. He wants to go out. He wants to see everything. He wants to party. He wants to have fun. There you will know the baby is a sanguine because that is you're welcome, Savira, Sirin. You're welcome. You're welcome to my life. Thank you for joining in. So it's something that you're born with, and there's nothing that can change it. It's a natural stuff. It's a natural stuff. So today you will know the difference between temperament and personality. Temperament is your inward energy, the mood you possess, your sensitivity and adaptability. It's something that you're born with. So today, I'll be adding in personality. What is personality? Personality is something that as you grow in life, you tend to become. Be it because of your experience, beliefs, or values. As you go in life, that now becomes your personality. It becomes who you are. And it doesn't change your temperament. Your temperament is inward and lays underneath anything you do. Let me give you an analogy. Temperament is like a seed that you bury. Personality is the roots growing up to become a tree. So are you getting my analogy? If you have any question, you can indicate in the comment section. I am here to explain. As I have said, today is going to be a question and answer live video and also an interactive one. If there is anything you would like to ask about temperament or personality, you can comment in the comment section. So, is how you express yourself. How you express yourself is personality. Hello, Sarah, you're welcome to my life. Thank you for joining in. As I'm saying, or as I was saying, is how you express yourself and how you are able to navigate towards life. Your experience shapes your personality, or whatever you've been through shapes who you are going to be. Perhaps you have gone somewhere or you went with a friend to a particular place, you saw their way of life, you admire it, you can shape yourself to be that kind of person. And definitely it can become your personality. It doesn't change the fact that maybe you've been a bossy person before, like the choleric. It doesn't change that fact because that is your inborn character. That is what you are born with, and there's nothing that can change it. You're welcome to my life, MJ Gray. You're welcome to my life, okay. You're welcome. Thanks for joining in. So, as I was saying, personality includes value, style, your mood of communication is personality. Unlike temperament that is inborn. It comes in at any point in time. If you are the party type, there's nothing that can change it. There will be some days that you just feel like, oh, I want to have fun. I want to party. I want to do this. And when you do it effortlessly because it's already part of you. It's not something you struggle to do. It is not something you struggle to do. So, in everything that you do, your personality and your temperament, when you understand something about it, it makes you know how to relate with people and how people respond back to you. You will be able to understand everything about yourself. said, Shuaha, you're welcome to my life. Hello. So you will be able to do everything without struggle because you already know yourself. You know that this is me. This is the aspect I can handle. This is the one I cannot handle. When you understand your temperament and your personality, there's nothing that is going to stop you from doing anything you want to do. Another thing I want to chip in about temperament and personality, when you understand your temperament, you will be able to encourage others. Like, this is me. I brought myself to you. You have to understand me. You have to take me as I am. Likewise, that person in return. That's why you need to understand your kind of person. You need to understand your inborn trait and the one you picked up, which is your personality. Your personality shows in your beliefs. It shows in values. It shows in your experiences. It shows in anything you're doing. That's your personality. But your temperament is something you are born with and cannot be changed. No matter how you try to cover it up. They say character is like a flame. If you cover it, it's like a smoke. If you cover it up, it's still going to come out and people are going to see it. So I think that is temperament. No matter how you try to shrink yourself, no matter how you try to cover up for yourself, your temperament is part of you. You are born with it. You cannot change it. But your personality can be changed. It can be shaped. It can evolve. So, if there is anything you want me to talk about under personality or temperament, you can let me know in the comment section or any question about that. I'm here to answer it. I'm here to give you an answer. Or if you have an opinion about it, yeah. If you have an opinion, you might have read wider than I have. You can come and tell us about it. We learn every day. Nobody is an island of knowledge. You can learn from me. I can also learn from you. So that is the importance or the reason why this life is taking place. Any further explanation, opinion about temperament and personality, you can let me know. Let me see if there is anything contrary or there's anything we can add to what I have just said. Come up and talk. Would you like to come up and say anything? Comment or yes or no. No question, no opinion. You all agree with what I said. MJ Gray, no question, no opinion. Let's say something about it before I continue. I don't just want to talk and talk and talk without feedback or without seeing that people are getting along with me or understanding what I'm saying. So you have to make a signal that, okay, we are getting you, or we understood what you have just tried to explain. Okay, you are right. Okay, thank you. Tara Overe, hi, you're welcome to my life. Thank you for joining in. Thank you so much. So, another analogy is, they say two people may have the same temperament, but one person becomes outgoing. That is the sanguine and maybe choleric. Through life experience, they will change, because me and this person have the same temperament, but the other person, because of life experience or because what he or she have been through, that person temperament can change. But it doesn't mean the temperament will change totally. There is still an underneath, or there is still a remnant of that temperament with that person, because that person was born with it. But when it comes to personality, that has changed. But the case is here, the personality will now show more of the person instead of the temperament. Do you get what I'm saying? Instead of the old temperament to change, the personality will change, but it will not change the whole of the person's temperament. There will still be an iota of that temperament with that person, but the personality tends to have power over the person's temperament. If you are getting what I'm saying, please say hi. Japes Collins, you're welcome to my life. Thank you for joining in. God bless you. So, what I'm saying in essence is that personality can be developed. I am trying to understand. Okay, thank you so much for trying to understand. Personality can be developed. Why temperament stays temporarily stable? Am I making sense? Personality can be developed. Your person, the person you are right now, it can be developed. Let me make another analogy. I'm an outgoing person, but situations of life happened. Maybe I went to a party or a gathering, something then happened that I'm not pleased with. That particular situation can change me from being an outgoing person. Like, I don't want to go anywhere again. That experience can shape my belief, can shape everything that I see as my personality. So that's why I said personality can be developed. Why temperament stays relatively stable. No matter what you do, temperament is underneath. It will show in every, if you're a bossy person, it's going to show. If you're a social butterfly, it's going to show. If you're a peaceful person, that's the phlegmatic people. You are a peaceful person. There's nobody that can change anything about that. And if you are also a moody person, you are the melancholic type of person, there's nothing that can change that. There will be once in a while you will pull out that kind of character because it's part of you. So, Madam Tare Overe, are you getting what I'm saying now? Yesterday, I tried to explain the 4 types of temperament, which is choleric, sanguine, melancholic, and the phlegmatic. So today, somebody asked, what is the difference between temperament and personality? So that's what I'm trying to explain. That temperament is something you're born with, while personality is something that you grow with, something that shapes you to become what you are, either an experience, a belief, values of life can make you that kind of person, but you are not born with it. And I made an analogy that temperament is a seed that you sow, but personality is the root growing to the tree. That is your personality. You grow with it. So sometimes when a child is behaving some kind of way that you don't like, you tend to correct that child that moment so it doesn't become part and parcel of the child. Because when it becomes part and parcel of the child, it becomes that child's personality, and we also grow with it till we get to this adult stage. Are you getting what I'm saying? So if there is any opinion, any question, please, you can ask me in the comment section. I'm here, please. Do you understand, Mama? Madam Tara, rather. Okay, you understood what I'm saying. All right. Now, the last part is, why do you need to understand your temperament and your personality? Number one is to help you understand yourself better and others. When you see or when you know that this is what I'm capable of doing, or this is me, you won't have a problem with yourself, doubting yourself, why people don't understand you or why you don't even understand yourself. That is one point why it matters. You must understand your personality and your temperament. Number two is to encourage personal growth. When you know this is your kind of person, you will grow with anything. Yesterday, I made an example of a sanguine. I said sanguine, they like to go to parties. They are social butterflies, that they tend to forget important appointments or important commitments. It is not their fault. But when they already understand their kind of nature, they can be able to see that this aspect of life is more important than the social aspect, or they can be able to do this preferential treatment. I have to put this one above this one, or this one has to come before this one. They will be able to navigate through life, managing work, managing relationships, managing commitments. They will be able to manage it with their social life, irrespective of the disadvantage. Because I told you every temperament has a disadvantage and an advantage. So also a melancholic person. This person knows I am a moody person. But when there are people around who can cheer you up, you also try to just adjust. Don't let people see that side of you, that you are always moody, you like to be all by yourself. Just try to adjust so that people will not feel uncomfortable around you. Same as the choleric. I said they are the bossy type. They like to keep up with timelines. They tend to just hit the nail on the head. This is what I want. If that type of person already understands herself or himself, you will be able to adjust through life and also help other people to understand them. Another thing is you will not be stuck. As long as you understand yourself, you will not be stuck. It's not a problem. You are just evolving. You are learning. It's the learning curve. As long as you are going through life, every day as it comes, it's a learning curve. So today, I believe you've been able to understand temperament and personality and how you can also manage it. Knowing the difference is the issue. If you already know the difference, then you don't have an issue. So how has your temperament shaping your personality? How has it helped you to become who you are? That's a question I want to ask everyone who is on life with me today. How has your temperament shaped your personality? How has it made you who you are today? Any answer to that? In the absence of no answer to that, maybe I should just use myself as an example. Years back, when I was working in a banking sector, I am a choleric. I like to do things on time and on timeline. I worked with the HR department after I graduated from school. I didn't use 3 months at home before I got a job, and I was posted in the HR department. The HR has someone with her who they call the HR shared officer. So I was with her. She quickly created a profile for me, which is the talent management officer. Anytime my boss asked me, Romoke, you have to do this and this and this, and you have a timeline. She can give me the timeline of 3 minutes, 3 hours to 5 hours. And me, I love that kind of challenge because I also want to meet up with that time. I'll just say, okay, I'll take my pen, I'll write it down. This is the way I would do it. In an hour time, I have to finish this first half. Second hour, I need to finish this part two of everything. It might not even get to that hour before I finish my work. And she will ask me, how did you do it? Then I'll just look at her, I'll tell her, I like to keep to time. I also like to work with time. That's why I find it difficult to go late to anywhere I want to go to. If I give someone an appointment of 11, my 11 is 11. I'll get there before that person gets there. I like to keep to time. I don't like to delay people. I like to work with timelines. My temperament is like my default setting. It affects how I think, feel, and act. It shaped my personality over time, from how I handle people to how I deal with life's up and down. Thank you so much. Okay, okay. That's nice. That's so nice to see. Your temperament is something that is inward. You don't need to change that one. No matter how you cover it up with your personality, it will show. It's going to show. That's one thing about your temperament. It cannot be changed. Personality can be changed over time. Now, um I'm trying to say that my boss will always ask me, how did you do this thing? You were able to do it. I've given Osai since how many weeks? Osai did not do this thing. Oh, okay, did this thing the space of how many hours? I'll just look at it. I say Osai is different. I am Ramoke, as she calls me. She will say, Ramoke, this. I'll say, you don't know. I like to do things as at when due. I don't like to carry over my job. I don't like to have backlogs. I do it the way I ought to do it. I didn't get to 6 months before she gave me an evaluation test and promoted me just because that is my person. Some people don't know how to meet up with timeline. I know how to meet up with timeline. Just give me what you want me to do. I will do it. Even if it means sleepless nights, I will do it. When I say my eight is 8. My 9 is 9. I'll rather get there before that time than to get there behind schedule. So that is my personality. That is my temperament rather, and it has shaped my personality rather. Sorry. So that's my own example of how my temperament has shaped my personality. I'm a punctual person. I don't like to go late. Even if it is an event, I don't go late. I go earlier than schedule. So that is me. Any other person that wants to say something about how their temperament have shaped their personality or has helped their personality in one way or the other. My temperament helped me to identify my strengths, weaknesses, and my emotions. That is it. That is it. It has helped you to identify your strengths, your emotions, and your weaknesses. And when you already identify your strength, I am good at this thing, you will be able to work with it. You will be able to understand yourself better and even others that want to work with you. Unlike when you don't know anything about it, even you yourself, you'll be confused. Like, why am I doing this? Why is this thing not working out the way I want it to work out? Just because your temperament, you don't understand it. Even your weakness, you will know this is my weakness. My weakness, I'm not a social butterfly. I'm not social. I am not social. I don't know how to go to parties, socialize and everything. No, I am not social. I'm a serious person. I like to go to work. I like to Do things that you even, does this person have any social life aside from going to office, being serious, meeting up timelines and all that? I think that is my own weakness. And when I understood that this is my weakness, I don't fight it. I know this is my weakness. Even my birthdays, I just feel, oh, today is my birthday. Glory be to God. I'm happy about it. But it doesn't mean I want to do something elaborate. I want to call my friends, come and party with me. No. Even if you do that, I will just like, oh, thank you. And you feel, this person does not appreciate anything. No, I'm not, I'm appreciative, but it's just that I'm not a social person. So today, I believe I've been able to differentiate or to tell us the difference between temperament and personality. When you understand these two, you'll be able to understand everyone around you. You'll be able to understand life as it comes. So, in the absence of no question, no opinion, no suggestion, maybe we should call it a day. But before we do that, I would like to appreciate everyone on this life, everyone that has joined this life. God bless you. God bless you for joining this life. I sincerely appreciate all of you. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you. Okay, my temperament guides how I handle my emotion, whether I stay calm, get easily get easily emotional, either need time alone. That shapes how people see my personality. Oh, yeah, it's true. When you want to spend time alone, people might not understand you. They will feel maybe this person is trying to act up. But sometimes you want to spend the time alone, only you and yourself alone. That's understandable for people easily upset. Okay. That's understandable for people who understands temperament and personality, just like we are getting to understanding it now. Everybody on the life gets to understand it. I get to understand it better. I understand that is a typographical error. It's understandable. There's nobody that is above mistake, so it's fine. So as long as you understand yourself, if other people also understand you, the world is a better place. The world is a better place. But when people don't understand you, it becomes a problem. Where are you from? JD, please, I don't understand your question. Where am I from? My country, my nationality? I don't understand what you're saying, please. Are you trying to ask my nationality or where I stay? I don't understand. Oh, my country. I'm a Nigerian. So thank you for joining my life. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for your support. God bless you guys. So thank you all for joining in. God bless you. Have a nice day